Hello and welcome back to video 2 in this new series of Starfield Beginner's Guide. In the last video we talked about the introduction of the game, we talked about the HUD, the settings and all of the gameplay, but now we're just going to get into finishing this first mission. So the first thing we're going to do is jump into our pilot seat. We've done everything else we need to do at this stage, and if you missed that video please go back and watch it. It is an hour long as an introduction. But now we're just going to take off. So 3 options here. We can exit the ship by holding X, we can get up by holding E, or we can just hold space to take off. We're going to take off. It's going to teach us the basics of the ship before we continue on our mission. So one thing you'll notice with this game, which is different to a lot of other games like Star Citizen or No Man's Sky, is you don't have the immersion of the taking off and landing. It's cutscenes and landing screens, but that also works. It removes a lot of the wasted time.
It might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way. Okay, so bottom left hand corner is our power, so we can see that. We can also see on our HUD, so there's a lot of controls which actually don't mean anything. The controls you can ignore, you can't really do anything with them. But we can see that we have on the circle in the middle of the screen, top left we have BAL, which stands for ballistic. This is our ballistic weapon. Top middle is missiles, we can see our missile. And top right we can see we have lasers. So mouse 1 for lasers, mouse 2 for ballistics, and G for missiles. Bottom left we have our speed, and bottom right we have our shift, which left shift, which is our boost. In the very bottom left we can see there we have our power management. So in order to move this we have to hold left alt and then we use the W8 and S and D key. So if we power something down it will go into the bank at the bottom and then we can reassign it. And that's really what we need to do. We need to decide, do we want anything in shields, anything in firepower, anything in the engine. If you take everything out of engine, you're not going to move very fast. If you put everything in engine but nothing in weapons, you can't fire. And if you have nothing in shield, then you're going to get blown up very quickly. Grav drive is really about the warp speed to go to a different solar system. We don't need grav drive at the moment, unless we need to escape. Grav drive would be if you need to escape from somewhere. So we don't need to do any of that at the moment, we're okay. So we're not going to put a point in grav drive now, but in the future I would always recommend having 1 point in here so you can always grab out. That's the main thing. Shields I'm going to keep at full. Engine I'm going to keep on 3. And then lasers 3, ballistic 3 and missiles 3. But it's always good to just get used to this by moving stuff around. So maybe I want to take a point out of ballistics, a point out of here. You can see I've got 2 points banked. And I can add them back in if I need to. So on a ship requires power.
That's it.
Power is under your direct
We'll put
control. Let's go over the engines.
1 more in lasers, so we've got 4 in lasers.
Our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity.
So now we can only go 47 or 48 as we can see. Now if I was to take the points out of lasers and put them into engine, I can now go faster.
Sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars.
That's this here.
Right.
There we go, like that. So this is the gauge, this is here.
Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed.
Yep, that's left shift. So you can see the speed that we're getting up to now. But the boost runs out and then the speed disappears.
Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, but be vaporized.
So bottom right
is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it.
Shield is a number, hull damage is below. So we need to make sure that we protect our shields, but also we want to make sure that we don't get into any trouble.
You've proven an adequate pilot.
Adequate.
Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing
Okay.
weapons to bear.
So left click for lasers. Lasers will take down their shield. Their shield is the, you can see that blue small bar.
Disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective.
So we want to be aiming inside this circle. Take out their shields like so. They've got no shields.
If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile.
Yep, so once you've got that square, we can fire a missile.
Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
There we go, so their shields are down. Now, if we don't blow this up, so see their hull? You see their hull is damaged? They're almost dead. Now, if I don't do anything to them now, if I leave them, after a while, their shields will start to recover. So you've got a limited window. There you go. You see their shields are now recovering? So now I need to take their shields out again. So you need to take their shields out first, and then you can blow them up. Lasers are good for shields. Ballistics are good for the hull.
Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage.
So we go to this.
Fly close to it before we can access the remains.
Fly close. You're looking for this little icon here. Once you do, you can press E to target it. Once you're close, there you go, 742 credits. Press E and we take it. There we go. We've got the credits. It's RNG, so you might get something different, but that's fine. And then we're just going to chill out in space for a minute. And yeah, just get used to it.
2 more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
Alright. So press E to target. There we go. Now, we're not very manoeuvrable because we don't have much in our engines, but we're going to... We're going to go for this one. There we go. We're locking on. We're locked. That's one dead. Now, our shields, look, our shields are offline and our hull is being damaged. So we're getting shot at. We're going to move. We need to try and find this guy. There he is. There we go. So because we're locked on, we can fire missiles. We're just going to fire everything at them.
The amount of Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated.
We'll take that.
At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Alright, so if we want to repair our hull, we just press O. As long as we've got ship repair parts. We can't be in the scanner mode. We're in scanner mode right now, so we have to come out of scanner mode into ship mode and press O, and that will repair our hull. As long as we have ship parts to do that. So ship parts is kind of like a ship's repair. Alright, so that's combat. Now we know how to fly the ship. Now we need to visit somewhere else. So we're going to go to the star map. We're going to press M to open up the map. Okay, and we're going to tab out of this. Alright, and then we're going to look for where we need to go, which is this place here called Crete. So we can click on this. So now we're in this view. So from this view, we can simply left click. Alright, now we can see this planet. We can move around this planet until we see the research lab. We can click on this research lab and we can set a course to go there. Now there is another way to do this. We could go to missions. Once in missions, it says travel to Crete. If we press R on this screen, it will do exactly the same thing. So a shortcut, if we want to, we can come into the map. Again, just to show you again, we can come into the map. So we press M. From here, we zoom out of the current planet we're on, which is over here in Vectra, and we click on the planet we want to go to. Once we've clicked on the planet, we'll zoom into the planet. We then scroll around and we click on where we want to go and we can set a course. We could do that. If we don't want to do that, instead we can go to missions, find out where we need to go, and we can press R to set a course and it will automatically plot a course there. And we can go. So 2 ways of doing it. Now we're there, we can travel. So now we press travel and we're there. So that's how you navigate. Some people don't like it because some people are used to No Man's Sky and Star Citizen. It's just different. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not better, it's not worse, it's just different. And it works.
The abandoned facility
For the purpose of this game, it works.
Fleet captain is on the surface.
Alright, so now we need to get to the surface. Now, again, we don't fly down to the surface, we just press M again. Now we're on the planet view. We can just rotate around, as I mentioned, choose where we need to go, and then we can land. That's how you travel. It's as simple as that. The hardest thing to remember is that there are different levels. You've got your galaxy view, your solar system view, you've got your planet view, and then you've got your locations. Okay, so now we're here. We want to get out of the ship. And we're on a new planet. So first thing to do is check the bottom left. We're on Crete Moon. Temperature is 25 degrees. O2 is 18%. Gravity is 0.55. Gravity affects how much we can jump. So if we jump, as you can see, quite a bit. If I press F, pressing F brings up my scanner. Scanning creatures, minerals and plants. Each unique item scanned progresses your survey data of the planet. Completed survey data can be sold for credits. Scanner mode also unlocks additional features such as building outposts and using social skills like diplomacy and intimidation. So we could build an outpost by pressing R, and that's base building. We're not going to do that yet. Alright, so what we're going to do is move forward here. Yeah, it's down there, we can see that. Now these little creatures here, if we come up to them, we can scan them. 13% scanned. We have to scan multiple versions. You can't scan the same one twice. So now we're 38% scanned, and we can see their temperament is wary, but they're not dangerous. So they're cool. So we can keep going. Now, there's 3 different types of fauna on this planet, 3 different types of flora, and 8 different types of resource. You have to scan multiple of the same fauna and flora before it registers as one. So it won't register yet. But with resources it's different. I can just scan it once, and that's now scanned. There's iron. And there's lead. So now I've scanned 3 resources. I can also collect these. And I recommend this because iron and lead are things we're going to need. So we can collect them and off we go. Alright, so here is a Crete Stalker. A Crete Stalker?
Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable.
There we go. So he looks aggressive. He doesn't look friendly. So for that reason, we're going to actually bring up our gun. I think if I get too close. Alright. He wasn't very friendly. Now the good news is that when you kill something, it's automatically scanned. So now it's scanned. I can actually go up and collect its hide and its tissue. So I can get membrane and fibre. So I'll collect that. It hasn't yet, as you can see, finished the survey because it's only 13%. So I need to encounter 5 or 6 of these before it counts. The only difference is resources, which you only need to see once. Now we've got the resource already, so let's just go ahead and scan that. Alright. Some lead. Alright, we're going to head down here. There's something new here. Now, if I don't want to scan this, it's silver. If I don't scan it and I just collect it, it also automatically scans it. So once it's collected, it's automatically scanned. So you don't have to scan every time. You can just collect it instead. And if it's something new, it will be added. I'm going to collect all of this iron. It's good to have. Alright, let's go. Keep moving. There's the facility. I'm going to keep the scan mode on, because then I can see stuff. So this is a dust route. So I can go ahead and scan this. I can also, if I wanted to, there you go, collect its fibre. Alright. And then this is the facility I want. There's some more iron. I'll grab that. One more bit there. Alright, let's head inside. So, for the purpose of this, we can see, if we keep our scanner on, we can see all of the stuff we can collect. Now, it is very, very tempting to just go and collect everything. Very tempting to do so. However, most of this stuff is just junk. A foam cup. It's just junk. You can very quickly fill up your inventory with junk. And I would pretty much recommend avoiding that at the moment if you can help it. It's not really worth... It's just not worth it. Now, things I would collect are anything that is like resources. So, medicine. So, definitely medicine, ammo. Medicine, ammo, and otherwise resources. That's all I'm really going to collect. Everything else, I'm just going to leave it. You can go around and collect it, totally up to you. I'm going to go through the door. You cannot open a door when you're in the scanner mode. But we need to work our way through this facility and find the pirates. So, it kind of guides you in it easily. So, again, if I go into scanner mode now, I can see all the things to pick up. Now, what I will pick up is books. If I see a book, I'll pick a book up. Anything that's worth value. So for me, value is probably something over 300 credits, I would say. Anything over 300 credits or 300 value is kind of worth it. Anything under that, I don't really tend to bother with too much. It's just not worth it. You can open up lockers if you need to, and you can look inside. So again, a lot of this stuff, pretty worthless, not really worth anything. I will pick up books. Now the reason that I pick up books is because some books that you pick up...
These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space.
Oh.
It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Oh, there we go. It was once a secret facility. Now there is a bug that's going to jump out here, so we can just kill that. And we can take its nutrients. Cool. There's some toxic in there, we can take that. Can open up all of these and look inside, but again, nothing really of any value in here. Nothing worth taking. I will take books. And again, the reason that I take books is because sometimes when you take a book, it can open up a side quest. So some books can open up side quests, and so it's worth doing that. But that being said, I'm not going to waste my time with anything else. You can if you want to. I just don't really feel like there's a need to. I will... not these notebooks. These notebooks aren't anything. I'm looking for kind of like real books. I'll also take these, I will take these cred sticks, and I'll take these digipicks. We'll be using these digipicks in a minute. So med packs, I'll take those. Just a very quick look around, nothing too crazy. Yep, nothing really in there that I care about. Head upstairs. Just reload my gun. Okay. So looking up here, you can look around first, obviously, if you want to. I've been here before, so I know it's safe. Alright. Now coming inside here, there's a dead person. Take his chlorine off of him. Here's a book. So this has got a name. So the difference between a notebook is a notebook's got no value. A book, if I pick that up, has actual value. But also it's got a title, so you know it's a book. Pick up the 0 wire from in there. Alright, nothing else there really worth taking. So we'll leave all of that. Looking in there, nothing again value in there worth taking. Nothing over here. There's little bits of things that you can take if you want to, but again, nothing really. So I'm going to come in here. Let's go into storage and have a look. We'll take that and that. Alright. Some lockers here. I can hear pirates. Alright, so in here we'll take that. Take the water. Nothing really worth taking. Alright, we're good to go. Let's go and have a fight. I think we've done everything else we need to do in here. So we'll open up this door. Now, the best thing to do is to hide. Try not to get shot. They'll come to you. Vasco's also going to help. Now, Vasco can take quite a lot of damage, and he'll take a lot of shots. Oh. Right, that was his backpack that blew up there, so that can happen.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
There we go. Alright, so they're dead. Just going to reload. Pretty much got everything I want. I've looted the bodies, so I always loot the bodies. But there is sometimes a lot of rubbish on them as well, but you can do that. Again, anything that's got good value. This is worth nearly 300. I'll take that. Worth selling for me. But no notebooks. Not really interested in those. Alright, let's have a look in the restrooms. I don't think there's anything in there of value. Nope. Oh, what was that? Oh, there is a book there, so I'll take the book. Alright, living rooms. Let's have a look in the living rooms. Oh, actually, no. I need to go up there later. Before we head there, let's go and... Did I do everything in here? Yep. Everything in there has been done. Alright, let's go through to the living rooms. Now, I'm running out of bullets, so I need to be careful. Alright, so there's some books up here. No. Oh, there is a book there. Yep. No, it's not. It was this. I'll take that. I can sell them. Nothing there really worth anything. Okay, so Frankenstein, War of the Worlds, and Oliver Twist. See, there we go. Top left. Visit the London landmark on Earth. See, that is because I picked up a book. So when you pick up books, you might get activities as a result. See, now I've got an activity to do. That's the reason why I always pick up books. It's the only reason I pick books up. Everything else doesn't really matter. You can pick stuff up if you want it, but okay. Here's a digipick. I'm going to pick up the digipick, and the reason for that is here's a safe, but it's locked. So I can unlock the safe, but now I have to do this mini game. So you have to fill in all open slots in every layer to open the lock. Select a key and rotate it until it lines up with the gaps. Each key can only be used once. Alright. So I can only use each key once. I need to choose here from the keys. I have 5 digipicks. I can use A and D to move, or up and down mouse wheel. I have to line up these lines with these locks, and I have to look ahead for the outer line. So I need a 3 and a 2. Well, I can see this 2 pattern goes in here. And then I've got these 2 as well, which I can see is going to be a 2 and a 2. So this works. Go for that one. And then for this one, I scroll around. These are all the same now, so it doesn't matter. It's an easy start, but you get the idea. So then I want this one, and then finally I want this one. This is the minigame. If I get it correct, I open it up. So here we go. I got some caliber ammunition, some credits, and I got a suppressed rattler. All right. So now I've got my new gun. Let's have a look. Go into weapons. Suppressed rattler is 10. 10 physics. Okay, so if I look at that, and it's a suppressed rattler as opposed to a normal rattler, this one's 12, but this one I'm using here is only 4. So it doesn't really do much damage. It's 4. Whereas this one is 10. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Now I can use it as a favourite, which means if I do that, I can put it into a favourite spot. So maybe I'll put it into slot 1, and this will be in slot 2. Alright, cool. And then my cutter, which I'm not really using much at the moment, can be in slot 3. Because to be honest, I don't even need a slot for the cutter, and the reason for that is because the cutter is something which will automatically be used when I'm in the scanning mode. So in terms of weapons, I only need these 2. So this is a more powerful gun. I'll take the med packs. Alright, we can have a look around. Again, there's not really much to take here. Take the playing cards because they're worth a bit. Take that. Take the ball games. Cool. I don't really want to take... Like, look at the weight of them dumbbells. See, they haven't really got much value, but they weigh 10 each. It's just it's a troll to try and get you to pick them up. And if you carry too much, you're going to find out very quickly that it's hard to walk. So we're not going to carry anything we don't need at this stage. Unless it's got massive value that we can sell it for. Which at the moment, alien bug paperweight is worth 240, so we'll take that. It really depends on the weight of something. And if it's any good for us. So, see, that only weighs 1, but it's worth 140. Whereas this weighs 1.6 and it's only worth 75. So, again, you'll get the hang of it as you kind of work your way around. Now, don't worry if you fill up. It's not too much of a problem. You can actually give some stuff to Vasco if you need to. Alright, so that's going to restore some health. We can take that. Nothing else is really worth anything, so we can leave everything else here. I will take that, though. Alright, and now here... Oh, sorry. Here, I can grab that, and he's kind of just got in my way, which is a little bit annoying. Vasco, could you move, please? I want to get that gun. So as you can see, there's a gun rack here, which has got guns on it. So I want to pick this up. There we go. I've got all that stuff. Now, if I look at my inventory... I'm 133 out of 135. I'm at capacity. If I pick another thing up, I'm going to struggle to walk. So I can click on Vasco.
Programmed for combat. It is not my primary function.
I click let's trade gear.
Am I currently in possession of an item you require?
Nope, but I'm going to give some stuff to him. So this is what he's got on him. If I press Q, this is what I've got on me. Alright, so I don't need all these weapons. So, for example, this, I can trade. Press E, and that will now go across to Vasco. Same with this, I've got 2 of these guns, I don't need them. In fact, I don't need one at all, so I can get rid of it. Same with these, I don't need them, so I can get rid of it. Although I've got 152 rounds for this, but I don't need it. The Rattler I don't need because I got a suppress one, so I'm now got less mass. Alright, but I've still got quite a lot, so I've got an extra spacesuit. Now this spacesuit is better energy, so maybe I want to wear this one instead and get rid of this deep mining spacesuit. Because this one's going to give me, it weighs more, but it gives me more energy. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Alright. Okay, so now, in terms of packs, helmets, apparel, all of this stuff, I can kind of get rid of the stuff that I don't want anymore. Same with resources. I can get rid of all of these resources. I can press T and do all of that in one go. Miscellaneous, all of this stuff that I don't need. I can just hand it over to Vasco for now. Now, he has a limit on what he can hold. I'm going to keep the digipicks because I want them, but everything else I'm just going to hand over. Now, my mass is only 87, but Vasco's mass is now 46. And so it's worth noting that you can use whoever your companion is to carry additional stuff for you. Alright, so now I'm going to exit out of this, but I am going to press I because I do not have a spaceship recruit, so I'm running around naked. I want to put this on. O2 is consumed with exertion such as sprinting, attacks, melee and jumping, which we know about. Alright, so now we're kind of good to go. We've got our pirate spacesuit on. And yeah, let's carry on. We've got our gun. Let's reload. Oh, thank you, Vasco. There we go. So, nothing in here. Nothing worth taking. Oh, we can take that. Hazmat suit. We don't need it, but we'll take it. Alright, so let's go and fight the others. Right, there's people up there. I can see them. We'll take the microscope. They're up the top there, so we're going to go up there. And also, it's worth noting as you're kind of walking around. There's a cage here with like something in it, whatever that is. There's a big case here which has got broken out. There's scientists that are dead on the floor. There's scratch marks everywhere. There's like a lab. Looks like a oh. There we go. Didn't even see you there. Kind of hiding. Alright, weapon case. Some meds. We'll take the meds. What was that? Screwdriver. We don't need that. Cool. So here's a computer. Computers, sometimes you can use them to access things like the weapon systems, turrets or robots or things. You can turn defense against the the guards. But this is a pet shop project, anthropods, success, and then it talks about these. Yeah, it talks about these things, and it looks like basically they've been doing experiments in here. It looks like the experiments have gone wrong.
Is no longer visible.
And so yeah, this looks like some sort of research lab with stuff that you can see like the claw marks here and big cages and stuff that they've broken out of. So kind of gives you an idea of the story of what's happening. If you shoot their backpack, by the way, they will blow up. So just be careful when you're doing that. No books or anything there, nothing we need. No, these are just notebooks. I'll take the water. Okay, another scientist there. Oh, Vasco, you're in the way, mate. Alright, so we're going to reload. Weapon case here, so we'll take the weapon that's in here.
You appear to be prioritizing our deaths over your own survival.
Huh, okay. Alright, that's everything in here. I'll take that. Headshots are always better. If you can get a headshot, it's best. Just nice and easy. Nothing stressful. You don't need to waste too many bullets. It's probably better to try not to waste bullets if you can help it. At the start, you don't have too much ammo. You'll get more later, but for now, we're just going Here we will take everything on this table because this is aluminium. This is all basically stuff that's very, very valuable. So we'll take all of this. Anything that's used for crafting is always good. He's got credits on him. They've got lots of credits. Alright. And this gun at the moment, one of the best guns that you can use to start with. Alright. So we're going to go through this door here. Earl Grey tea, nice. Don't really. Oh, we could take that, I guess. Could come in handy later. What's this? Hazmat suit. Already got that. Nothing else on there that's really very valuable. I'll take the books. Again, always taking the books. Oliver Twist again, same ones as before. Looks like could be another suit. Nope. All right, there's going to be guys here to fight. They're going to be up the top there. We'll fight them in a minute. Just checking around this room. Nothing here worth collecting. Nope, not really. Although it's always good to have a look. Nothing in here. Just looking around. Again, very quick look. Nothing here, not worth any value. If you want to, you can press F. It will help you. So you can see all the stuff you can pick up in scanner mode, kind of highlighted. But to be honest, there's nothing there I really want to pick up. Oh. Really? Okay. Oh, there he is. Wow. Oh, there's one more up top there. Okay, we'll go and grab him up top in a sec. We'll just go in here first. We can take that and that. It's got a bit of value to it. You kind of get used to what's valuable after a while. Vasco can also help us out. He'll deal with that. We'll grab the toxins from in there.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
There we go. Nice and easy. He's got bandages on him. You take that gun. Take all that stuff from him. And head up. So everything down there's done. Nothing up there really worth collecting. Notebook's not worth collecting. The rest of the stuff, pretty worthless. Alright. Keep looking. So we can see these little scratch marks here. Alright. So I think I'm encumbered at the moment. I've picked up too much stuff already, and I've missed so much stuff, and I still have so much stuff.
It's loose. The Terramorph is loose.
Yeah, the Terramorph.
When we tried to sync with the neural control interface, it just completely flipped out. Broke through its containment chamber like it was made out of paper. It killed Michelson, Cobb, and Sumatri in all of 1 minute. I'm not even sure where it is now. It took off deeper into the facility. A security detail went in after it, but good friggin' luck. When I know it's safe, I'm going to make a run for the comm relay. Try to call in the cavalry. This is Hayden Wynn, lead xenobiologist. Wishing he had gone to dentist school like his parents wanted.
Alright, so Terramorphs on the loose. Okay, so we can see this one. And then this one. Alright, we've got some cases. We've also managed to pick 2 successful locks, which is good. Alright, let's use the computer system. Terramorph specimen, NCI fitting. Okay, cool. Nothing really important in there. You never know if you don't check.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you have some digipicks and a disregard for personal property rights.
Okay. So let's have a look, shall we? We'll grab that. We'll grab that. There's nothing else in here, just the safe. Alright, well, we'll unlock the safe. Same thing as before. Oh, before we do that, actually, let's grab that.
We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the terror morph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
Alright, so we've collected everything we need to collect. Now we're going to speak to Vasco.
Barrett and the Crimson Fleet have something of a history. They always assume he is a treasure hunter in possession of valuable objects. They are wrong. Usually. I have often asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him, typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted.
Alright, we'll just do these.
Constellation is an explorers society founded over 50 years ago with the mission of seeking out the unknown. Members often engage in expeditions in small groups, typically 1 or 2 people, or like Barrett and myself, 1 person and 1 robot. The membership is intentionally limited and small. Should you join Constellation yourself, you will be the 10th active member.
Wow, 10th member.
Barrett would say that billions of years ago, we were all one with the cosmos, so technically you have known each other forever. But the more practical answer is likely that he needs you. The number of known people who have been affected by the artifacts is now 2. Without your investment in Constellation's mission, he may never know more about the experience you both share. So he is showing you trust in
Makes
order
sense.
to gain your support.
Alright, let's trade gear because I'm
Allow me to
encumbered.
assist you with carrying your items.
Yes, so again, I'm on Vasco at the moment. Top left, you can see that. We're going to press Q to go to our inventory. We have an extra spacesuit. So look at which one we have here. So we don't want that one. We'll get rid of it. We've got 2 of these. So we'll get rid of 1 of them. So now we've got 1. Alright, we've got 2 packs. We don't actually need both of them. In fact, I think we can probably get rid of the tunnel mining pack now. We'll use the pirate pack instead. So we'll put that on in a minute. We also have 2 helmets. The deep space one and this one. So again, I think we'll get rid of the pirate. This one now, we'll go for the full pirate helmet. We'll get rid of the deep space one. Alright, so we're going to go for full-on pirate look. Apparel, we can get rid of a few of the things we don't need. So, looking at what we've got, probably the hazmat suit is actually going to be better to wear. So, we'll get rid of 1 of those. But yeah, hazmat suit, definitely looking like the best thing to wear. So, we'll get rid of everything else. Keep the hazmat suit. Alright. And in terms of resources, yep, we can hand over all of the resources, so store it all. And in terms of miscellaneous items, we'll keep the digipicks. So the digipicks we'll keep, everything else we'll hand over. Alright, so we're now 125, so we're a lot better now. I'm trying to think why we're so heavy still. Oh, weapons, we have a few extra weapons. So we have 5 of these, we don't need 5, so let's get rid of 4 of them. Okay, so we'll confirm that. We don't need the axes, we can get rid of those. We don't need a rattler. In fact, we've got 2 of them, we don't need that. There we go. So we actually can get rid of that and that. We're not going to use these. We don't need that because we've got a modified one. There we go. So we've got our 3 guns. And then also we have quite a lot of aid. So we don't need all of this aid, but this one's ship parts. Look at how much these ship parts weigh. That's 50 right there. Because there's 5 of them, so... Vasco can't carry that, unfortunately, but we can maybe give him 1. No, he can't even carry 1. So Vasco is full up himself now. So Vasco's full up. So we're both full. But the ship parts we should really leave on the ship. There's no reason for us to have them on us. I think right now, the best thing we can do is obviously get back. We've got everything that we need. I think we can head out right now. So we've done everything down here. We've done this ship. We've done this. Let's head upstairs to the roof and meet the pirates. Oh, now, before we do that, before we go outside, let's just make sure. Press I. I do not have a backpack, so let's put a backpack on. Alright. And let's also put on a helmet, because I've got no helmet on. So if I go outside, no helmet on the planet, I'll die. So let's do that. Alright, so now I'm fully geared. I've got my stuff. Also, I forgot, I can put some apparel on as well underneath. So there we go. Now I'm fully kitted out. Good way to check is always just to put myself into third person mode. And I can see. Alright. Put this on. We'll take this gear. We'll take all of this stuff from in here. Alright, we are good to go. We've got everything we need. So, because I've changed a lot of stuff now, especially with weapons. Yeah, I don't really want that. It's not the gun I wanted. I'll keep the Rattler for now. There's not that many rounds in it, and to be honest, the range of it's pretty low. So this got a better range, but it doesn't really do much. So, yeah. We're going to head outside. So, I press escape. We're going to go for a quick save. And we're going to open the door.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
Alright, what do? I can attack them and fight. I can ask them a question. I can lie. I can tell them I'm with Constellation. Let's lie.
Oh no, you see, we weren't really after Barrett. We're after that ship. Every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the Frontier. That Constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from 100 planets.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
So I can attack or persuade. Now let's go for persuade. Maybe I don't want to fight.
Talking us out of this score.
Alright, to persuade a person, you need to make successful choices. Choices can range from kind words to distractions to threats. Each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance it will fail. But the more points you will earn if you succeed. You have a limited number of choices you can make. So, at the moment, you can see here, I need 4 points in persuasion. I've got 3 turns left. This will give me 5 points, but there's not much chance of it working. This one gives me 1 point. Maybe it will work.
They aren't? You sure?
Ah. So now I've got this option. I've got these options here. So the ship doesn't have anything on it. If you want to trade ship, sounds good.
You're lying. We're getting what's on that ship.
Okay. There we go.
You willing to give up the ship? Just like that?
There we go. Persuasion complete.
Believe this. There isn't any treasure. We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing. Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
Alright.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
So we can go now. So all we need to do is go into our scanner mode, look at our ship, and press E, and we will fast travel to our ship. That's all we need to do. But I kind of want their gear. So let's go ahead and quick save. Pop into our inventory. See what weapons we've got at the moment, which to be honest don't really look like much. Let's put that in a slot. Let's also put that in a slot as well. Alright. Now we're just gonna just gently walk up to these guys. There we go. One dead. Alright, he's dead. I want his gear. Let's take his gear. More robots, more pirates are landing over there, so we're going to have to fight these guys. Oh. So we can hide behind here. One dead. Nice and easy. Oh, there's one on the floor there as well. Let's just finish him off. He's dead. Nice. There's one more here. Good. Alright, there's one more. We can see on the bottom left of the scanner. He's down there. Alright. Should probably use less shots, but you know, it's all good. Right, let's head over here. Oh, that was a big shot. That hurt me a little bit. I'm alright. Gonna climb up here. Good job, the gravity on this planet is quite forgiving. Okay, so I kind of want to find out where those pirates were. Alright, there's one there. So we'll grab the gear off this pirate. This is what I really wanted, was the gear. This is why I kind of killed them. Oh. There we go. Nice and easy. So we didn't lose too much. And actually, there's a couple of these here. We can come and grab these as well. Because this, again, if I go into scanner mode, it's 25% scanned, right? 38% scanned now. There's actually some more down here. So if I was to just head down there. And I don't need to do this, but that's going to... You can see there's... Yeah, we're good. 50% scanned. So I kind of want to take my time. We can head back now. Now I think I'm over encumbered again with everything I've picked up. So I'm going to have to... Yes, I am. I'm just slightly over encumbered. I'm not able to fast travel whilst I'm over encumbered. And if I walk, I use my O2 up. So the problem I have at the moment is I've got too much gear on me. Now my O2 is going down, so I'm going to have to stop in a minute. Now my ship's only there. I could fast travel to my ship by dropping some gear, or I could just walk. So I'm just going to wait. I'm only just over encumbered, so it's a small penalty. The more weight, the harder it becomes, right? So right now, because the gravity on this planet is forgiving, and also because I'm not very overweight, the penalty is not that bad. What is that? It's not even something I can scan, is it? I don't even know what that is. Some lead, I don't need that. Alright, let's head back. If I jump, I use up oxygen a lot quicker, so just bear that in mind. And if my oxygen runs out, then it's going to turn into CO2. And if I run, it's going to go down even quicker. And once that CO2 gets full, then that is going to start hurting me. So just bear that in mind as well. Now, I don't mind being hurt a little bit because I can take a bit of pain and I can recover by using a med stim. Just let that O2 come back. There's my ship. As soon as I'm on my ship, I can store my stuff in the cargo hold, so that's fine. So this is the problem that you're going to have to deal with when you are too heavy. And this is something that's going to happen a lot. So just bear that in mind.
Captain Steve, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry.
I'm not worried. Okay, so here we are. This is the frontier. Let's go to our inventory, pressing Q. Alright, and resources. Alright, let's store all of the resources. Perfect. We can't store this stuff. We need this. So what else have we got? We've got an extra helmet. Right, well, we can get rid of that. We don't need that. So put it into our ship. Packs. We've got 2 packs. We've got a survival. Actual survival pack's probably better than the raiding pack, to be honest. So I think we'll... Yeah, I think we'll keep the survival pack. Get rid of the raiding pack. Weapons. We don't need all these weapons. We've got loads of weapons here, so we can get rid of those. Don't need that. What's this? Don't need that. That we're going to keep. Oh, yes, a titanium couchman. So a couchman shotgun, really, really good. We love that. This is a great one. Really good. Really good. So we're going to keep this. This is nice. So we're going to have this. This is going to be our weapon. So we're going to keep that. That's good.
This will all become second nature before too long.
Now, one of the things we kind of want to do at this point, we don't need to do it right now, but we need to speak to Vasco. We don't need to do it right now, but at some point we're going to need to, because Vasco has a lot more of our loot, and we need to get that loot off of him. So that's the other thing that we need to do. And he is... yeah. Anyway, that's fine. So, there's our inventory. That's done. Let's jump into the ship. Now, we can sit down. We don't need to. If we sit down, that's one option. But the other thing we can do is just simply press M. And if we can do that, we can travel this way. Or we can press L. Because remember, if we press L and we look at our main activity, we need to grav jump to Jemison. So, what I could do, two options, right? I could zoom out of here. And I need to zoom out of here. Because I need to grav jump to Alpha Centauri. So I can click on Alpha Centauri. Alright, and I can set a course. And I can, if I set a course, I can then grav jump here. So that's an option. Or... I can go to missions, go to grav jump to Jemison, and press R to set a course, and it will do the whole thing automatically, and I can just press X. So I always tend to, if I'm on a mission, I'll go to the mission. It's a lot quicker to go from there. All right, so we're on Alpha Centauri, or in the system.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Alright, so press M, and we can click on New Atlantis. We can scan the planet if we want to, and see what's on it. But we're just going to land. So, New Atlantis, land, off we go. Now, in a future video, I'll actually talk us through New Atlantis, and everything we need to know. But for now, let's just focus on the mission at hand. There's also going to be many, many side quests. And these side quests are going to distract you. Some good, some bad. I'm not going to focus on getting distracted right now for the purpose of this video. We're just going to finish the mission. But there's a lot of things that you can do while you're here. So we're just going to exit the ship. Now, a lot of our stuff is on the ship.
Hey, Vasco. What? No Barrett? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
So I can go up to Vasco now.
Captain, Constellation.
Trade gear.
Relieved you have given up on carrying everything yourself.
Yes, come on. So, okay, Vasco, I'm going to press R to take all. I'm going to take everything from him. Yes. All right.
It is foolish to carry so many items on your own.
All right, so we're going to just quickly talk to the ship service technician.
And here's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Alright, so if my ship needs some repairs, I can pay 1,000 credits to do that. I can view and modify my ship, see what ships we have for sale, sell things, or find crew for my ship. Now, we're not going to do any of that right now. We'll do that in another video, but these are things that you can do. And modifying my ship, we can look at that later. We're going to go through that, in fact, that whole thing. But this is the guy we'll come and speak to.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
So if we ever need to speak to this guy, when we land here on New Atlantis, he will be just here, by this booth. And actually, this booth is a quick terminal to be able to buy and sell things. So if we come here and click on this Trade Authority, we can sell from here, but they only have 5,000 credits. So let's go ahead and do that right now whilst we're here. So we have some extra weapons that we don't need. So let's click on these weapons, and let's look at what we don't need. We have 2 of these Eon guns. Well, we don't need them, so we can sell them. So we just click on them to sell, and they'll sell for 93 credits each. The Equinox, 300 credits, we don't need it. 4 of these, we don't need them. It's just a lot of stuff. 5 of these, we don't need it. We can go ahead and quite comfortably sell 4 of these guns. We just don't need them. The Rattler, we don't need it. We got the suppressed Rattler, so we'll use that instead. We don't need these rescue axes, we're not using them. We don't need the Maelstrom because we've got a modified one. And actually, we're not going to use a Grendel, so we can just sell it. And they're the weapons that we're going to keep hold of. Alright, good. So we've got everything that we need. I'm going to keep this because it's legendary, but to be honest, I wouldn't use this either. Alright, so let's go back, a menu. And let's look at spacesuits. Right, we've got 4 of these. We don't need them, so we can actually sell 3 of them. And in fact, we're going to keep the Assault or the Charger. I can't remember which one we wanted. I think we're going to keep that one, so we can sell this one. But he hasn't got enough credits to pay us now. So if we went to sell this, warning, you will get less credits than this item is worth. Because it's worth 920, but he only has 394. So there's no point. We could get rid of the deep mining spacesuit, because we don't need that anymore. So we can sell that. We don't need it anymore. Now the vendor is out of credits. They restock every day. But we've now got 10,000 credits as a result. So we've sold loads of stuff. We are still overweight. Meaning we still have too much stuff. So we need to go back into our ship, just quickly. And we need to, once we're in our ship, press I. No, that doesn't count. We actually need to be in our ship, sorry. So we need to board the ship. Then we can press I. Now we can go to the cargo hold. Alright, so now I can start to move some of this stuff over. So resources. Oh, I actually can't do it from here. Not an option. So what I'm going to do is go up to the front of the ship. I thought I could have done it from there. I go up to the front of the ship. I need to click on here and transfer. Press R to transfer. Go to resources. And I'm going to go to my inventory. And I'm going to store all resources. Right, now I'm going to be a bit better. Miscellaneous items. Alright, well, we can get rid of a lot of this stuff as well. So we can store all of this stuff that we don't need. This is all the stuff that we found earlier that we gave to... we'll keep the digipicks. Obviously, the digipicks are important. Everything else we can dump off for now. We've got extra helmets here, which we don't need, so we can get rid of that for a minute. We've got extra pack here that we don't need, so we can get rid of that for a minute. Apparel. We've got a lot of extra apparel here that we don't need. So we can get rid of that. And 1 extra hazmat suit. Alright. 2 space suits, which we don't need. Perfect. And we've got our weapons. So everything that Vasco had, we've now put into the ship. So it's in the ship. The reason we do this is because we can sell the ship stuff from the kiosk. So it's not a problem. So let me just make sure that I have now pack equipped. Yep. I've got a helmet. Okay, I've got everything else on. I'm good to go. There's a lot of this. You're going to be doing a lot of this, which is basically inventory management. And it's important when you're playing this game that you understand these kiosks, how to buy and sell stuff. So if I wanted to sell from here now, if he was going to buy stuff, they can buy stuff from me. But if I want to sell stuff, I can sell from my... This is selling from me. This is selling from me. But if I press it again, it's selling from ship's inventory. So I don't need to carry the stuff. I can leave the stuff in the ship and I can sell it as well, which is nice. Alright, so that's now complete. That's done. Let's go and finish this mission. Right, so we're almost here. Scanned as we enter the city. So we're going to head over to the train. Atlantis is a big city, by the way. New Atlantis. There's a lot to it. It would take you over an hour and a half, I think, if you were to explore this entire city and every part of it. It takes a long time. For us right now, we're just going to jump in a transit car. Now we can choose where we want to go. It tells us where our mission is. So we want to go to the Mast District. But there's commercial, residential, and the Mast. So we're going to go here. Alright. And now we're here at the Mast District. So you can look around, you can do what you need to do. If I press F, it's going to tell me the way I need to go. So I can just follow this.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis Mantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
There's a lot you can identify, go round, talk to. There's a lot of stuff you can do here. And we can get very distracted by doing this. In order to finish the mission, you just need to follow these lines. They'll take you on the quickest path to get to where you need to go. We're heading up here. So I'm not going to get distracted at the moment. We'll cover everything in later videos. For now, I want to get to the lodge, and this is where it is. So this lodge building here in the Mars district of...
Here we are, the lodge.
There we go.
The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Awesome. There's my watch. Hold up for access. And in we go. This is it. This is home. So here's our lodge.
Captain Steve, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please.
So I could go upstairs, but I'm going to go in here. Nope. In here. Here we go. Welcome to the lodge.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Yep.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point. Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noelle, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Here we go.
Oh my God, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
Yes.
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
So you can choose what you want to do. But I'm in.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Alright, constellation pack, credits, and a lodge key. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is our mission complete. We've finished the mission. We now understand that there's these artifacts, and together they build up this picture of what looks like a globe. And it looks like we're going to have to go out and find more artifact pieces in the world. And now we're part of Constellation, this small explorer group. That's going to be our job, to go out and figure that out and find that out. So if we go into L to look at our missions, we can see one small step is now complete. We've finished that first mission. And we're now going into a new mission called the Old Neighborhood. So I'm not going to do that now. We'll do that in the next video. But we've also been given some new equipment. We have a new skill. So we have new persuasion points. So we can go across to our tech tree. Boost pack training. So you can now utilize boost packs. I've got a boost pack. In order to utilize it, I need to unlock this skill. So I highly recommend, with your skill point, I highly recommend getting the boost pack. Okay, so that we can do this. So, unlock. Done. We need to boost jump 10 times whilst in combat to be able to unlock the next level. Alright, cool. What else do we have? Well, we know we have science. We know there are things we can do here. Combat, we know that we have combat points. So you will now have an idea of what gun you like to use. Now, as much as ballistics are good and lasers are okay, we know that pistols and shotguns definitely do the most damage. Social, well, persuasion. Not really bothered about increasing that if we need to. We're not interested in theft, scavenging, and the rest of it. Although this, buy for 5% less and sell for 10% more, so commerce could be a good one. Physical, always good to have weightlifting. That's going to be a nice one for us to have. That's going to be important. Fitness, another one as well. So I kind of feel like weightlifting is an important one for us to have. But also, we know that we really want to do the upgraded research, and we know that for that, we're going to need science. For the outpost engineering and things like that. So for now, focus on physical. I'm going to focus on weightlifting. I want to point in this so that I can carry an extra 10 kilograms. So I'm going to work up to an extra 100 kilograms and 50% resistance to stagger. So that's what I'm working towards. So now, in order to unlock, we need to sprint for 1,000 meters whilst at 75% or more of your maximum capacity. So that's what we need to do to level up. All right, our skill points are now done. We have our ship. We'll talk about that in the next video. We have our inventory, which we now have a boost pack. So if we go to this pack, so this is a basic boost pack. This is the same. We can use both of them. They both have boosts, but this is a constellation pack. So constellation pack, better physics, better M, but it's got less energy. So I'm actually not going to use the constellation pack, even though I've been given it. And yeah, that's it. Everything else we're going to leave. You're going to chill with. We've got a lot of credits. There's a lot of stuff we can do. But for the purpose of this video, level 3 now, we're done. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining.